So they're gonna stay the night tonight and we're gonna swim in the pool. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to. Actually, this is why I wanted to really come on here and talk to you guys. I am having some like stomach issues, which is really weird because I'm not a stomach issue type of gal, but I'm having like just some really sharp pains, and I don't know if it's like how I slept, because I'm also like in my back, it kind of hurts too. So I'm kind of just dealing with that today. It could just be gas. Like, hi, we're all human. I wasn't feeling the greatest yesterday, and I'm still not. I'm just not doing the greatest. Among my anxiety, I'm also like just really nauseous. My stomach hurts. So I think what I'm gonna do is, which I've never done, is I'm going to fast for 38 hours about. I already fasted for about 8 of those hours. Yeah, I think I slept for 8 hours last night, which is really actually great. So that doesn't really count, but I eat at all today, and I don't want to eat through the night, obviously, and I want to eat when I wake up tomorrow. A little nervous. I have gone 24 hours without eating a few times, and it's really just been like on accident, or I did it on Thanksgiving because I was doing OMAD for those days, so I didn't gain weight. A lot of people were like that was unhealthy, but it stopped me from binging. So we're gonna see how this treats me. I'm just not feeling the greatest, and I hate that I had to come on here in yesterday's video and talk about my anxiety, because a lot of people aren't sympathetic, and I put myself in the position to like sit there and read the comments, and I need to stop, and that just like made it worse. So I just need to not read the comments. I'm not gonna do comment of the day. I can't, and it's just really messing with my mental state because it's just so cruel. I have been trying really hard all day to put on, like, it's been hard. Yesterday I started suffering with, my anxiety was like worse than it's been in a long time, and today like it's doing the same thing, and it's just in the pit of my stomach, and like I just want to cry, and like I like can't breathe, and it's just like I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Like, people who have anxiety, I'm sure you understand. So I needed to come in my room and put on the fan and just like try to take deep breaths. And it's just hard when I feel like I'm being overran with something that I literally can't control. I'm just not feeling the greatest, and the soup beans from yesterday, like, I'm not used to eating stuff like that. Especially lately, trying to be like healthier and trying to find healthy alternatives to certain things. Like, my stomach's been hurting all day, and it's just like a mixture of so many different things, and I just feel like out of it and just not the greatest, and I feel bad because it's Vlogmas, and I don't know, like, it took every ounce of me to clean off my vanity. Like, I was miserable the whole time, and then I ended up standing up and I felt super dizzy. Like, it's just I don't know what's going on. It's just a lot, and I'm just trying my hardest to like be positive and be okay. So I'm just like frustrated, and I'm gonna just watch some Vlogmases and try to like get out of this mind frame. Hey guys, so it's been a few hours since I last talked to you. I did end up having an anxiety attack, but it was hours ago. I've had time to kind of just breathe and do things. Like, I'm watching the Connors, and I'm just trying everything to not have another one. I've been talking to friends, I have read some, and it's just hard. It really is. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my eye is like super twitchy, and I know the other day I told you guys, like, there's this health thing I'm going through, and I just don't know. Like, okay, so there's normal eye twitching, which is like this like little twitch that goes like this, or like in your eyebrow or something when you're like stressed out or lack of sleep or whatever. But I think it was like 2 months ago, my eye just like twitched, like one big twitch, like it just did right now. And I was like, what the heck? See, it just did it again. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't think of anything of it. But now it's been 2 months and it's like, it's this random big like eye pulsate. It's my whole eyelid. It's just like, and it's really bad when I'm trying to sleep. It honestly freaks me out because it's like, I know I should see a doctor because there's a difference between little tiny twitches when you're stressed or tired versus like this, it's almost like a convulsion, whatever the word is. And I'm scared because it's like, Google scares you. Don't Google stuff, but it says a lot about like brain tumors, and I'm over here just like, that's terrifying, or something to do with like the nerve system in your brain. And I'm just like, that adds on even more stress. But yeah, it's like this weird, it's not even a twitch, it's like a literal just like pulsate. It goes like really fast, and that's it. And it does it like 100 times a day plus. And it's just really scary. And I feel like it's only getting worse. And I know I need to see a doctor, but I feel like people who are sick right now, they need to see the doctor more than I do. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it's just really scaring me. And I'm wanting it to get better because it's not normal. It definitely does not feel like that normal like eye twitch from when you're stressed at all. And I didn't really want to talk about this because it's more so like, I hate when people diagnose me in the comments. Like, I'd rather just diagnose myself or have my freaking doctor do it. Because the whole like dark knuckle thing, everyone thinks it's diabetes. And I'm just like, I don't have diabetes. I'm not even pre-diabetic, which I'm very grateful for. And it's just like, Google can mess with your head, and so can like comments. But that's mainly the biggest reason why I didn't want to mention anything, is because I knew people would start diagnosing me with random things, and I just don't want to hear tonsillitis. You guys, I have never felt my throat like that before. I've never had tonsillitis before, so I didn't know what was going on. Literally, just to swallow my saliva, it felt like I was swallowing like glass and nails, and I couldn't talk for the first few days. Like, it was bad. That's a big reason why I wasn't filming. And then eventually I could start talking a little bit, but it felt like there were like balls, like just like 2 big balls, because my tonsils were so swollen in my throat. But it was definitely like a rocky road. And I had a lot of like white pockets on my tonsils, and it was just like, it was just overall really bad. And I got like a horrible cough because I am pretty sick right now. After I ended the vlog last night, I mean, my last clip I was feeling nauseous, and it was probably in 40 minutes after that. This is TMI. I got really sick, and I have puked all night, and I have had diarrhea. I have had a fever. I have had shivering, and then I've had sweats, and it's been a rough 12 hours, and I was not going to film today because I thoroughly can't even like comprehend anything right now. I have gotten absolutely no sleep, and I just feel miserable. I don't know if it's food poisoning. I don't know if it's a stomach virus. I truly wouldn't be surprised if it was either one of those things. And I'm not going to go to the emergency room because I live in a hot area when it comes to COVID, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you have COVID. Well, whatever, you can say what you want. I live in a hot area, and the emergency room is strictly for hardcore emergencies. I'm telling you though, I have puked more than I ever have like in my life. And the reason why I'm not, you know, rushing to the ER, not only is it because I'm keeping space for COVID patients, and it's because this usually happens in December, January. I always get a 24-hour stomach bug. For 12 hours straight, I was just like, I was absolutely going through it. And in the last, I want to say 3 or 4 hours, I have not puked at all. So this is a very positive step in the right direction. I am taking ibuprofen to lower my fever, and you know, things like this happen, and I need people to realize that not everything is COVID. I know a lot of people, like, as soon as they have like the sniffles or, you know, they start puking, they think, oh, COVID. You guys have to realize, just because COVID's here doesn't take away all the other, you know, normal yearly sicknesses that some people get. So this is something that does happen once a year for me. Like I've said, I feel absolutely miserable. I just can't even comprehend how I feel right now. If it wasn't for me having this little moment of like, okay, I feel a little bit better, then I just wouldn't have done Vlogmas at all. But I'm trying my hardest to do Vlogmas no matter what. So this is taking all of my energy, all of it. It's 7:37, and I want to say about 20 minutes ago, I just got really cold with shivers, a little bit of nausea. Like, I'm freezing right now. I was sitting on the floor, and the floor is like super cold because we have like, what is it, hardwood floors? So I don't know if it's because the floor was cold, but I'm like freezing, and I'm a little nervous. So I'm just hoping I'm not like getting sick or whatever, but I would say keep me in your thoughts, but this video won't be up. So I'm just gonna sit in my room for a bit and try to get as warm as possible. I did take my temperature, but it was only 96.6, which doesn't really make sense because isn't that like low? I don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated. So it's 8:19. I have a heating pad on my lap to help. I took my temperature again, 99.9. It's supposed to snow tonight. But I think if my temperature, sorry for all the pills on my blanket, but if my temperature gets to 102, I think I'm gonna have to go to the ER because it's like, could be anything. Flu, strep throat. I've been having pain in my back, which I talked about last vlog. Like, I just don't know. So right now we're at 100.7, and it's been an hour since the last time I checked it. I'm at the hospital. Look how dry my lips are. I've been trying to drink a lot of water though, but my temperature slowly rose even though I took NyQuil, and my temperature got up to 103.1, which, like, my brain like felt drunk. It's so weird. So I came here and they took my blood. I peed for them. They swab my nose. So hopefully we can get this figured out because I feel horrible. So we've been back home for about 9 hours now, and I slept. I'm not really going to talk about my diagnosis. Let's just say I'm going to heal with medicine, hopefully. It's not the flu or anything like that, which is kind of bittersweet. I almost wish it was the flu, but it's okay. Right now I'm having some chicken noodle soup with a lot of pepper because it's like the best way to have it. I feel absolutely miserable. I haven't even changed my clothes because I don't even have like any energy whatsoever. Expecting this to happen. My lips are still super dry, indicates dehydration, even though I am drinking so much water. I don't even know how much more I need to drink to not become dehydrated. I look like an actual crazy person, but I'm gonna eat the soup. We're actually watching Finding Nemo. Becky's gonna eat her food, and I'm actually going back to the ER. Something else came up. Like I said, I don't know if I want to talk about it, so just hoping for the best. I will say though, the snow falling down feels so good because I've been really hot the last few hours. So they had to prick me 3 different times because they couldn't find a vein, but they finally did. I might be getting some antibiotics. I was talking with Eric and I cried. I began to question my sanity, my life. I began to question myself as a person. And I began to question my YouTube career. I had a moment of weakness, which I don't like being weak. I like to try to be as strong as I can. I had a moment of weakness where I told myself, I don't think I could do this anymore. I don't think I can live anymore. I don't think I could. I almost felt like, what's the point of me living? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just so overwhelmed by the amount of just like horrible things said to me. And I hate calling it cyberbullying because I feel like it's so like cliche, like everyone says like cyberbullying's so bad, but it's like the truth, and I hate to be the one to like talk about it because I feel like no matter what I do, no matter what I say, it's used against me and people call me a victim, and that's not what I want in this video. I don't want to be like a victim. I don't know how to convey that I'm finally hurt. I'm finally hurt, and it's like I almost want to say like, you guys won. You guys have won. I have saved a lot of money from doing YouTube. I have saved it because there was a moment where I thought I was going to get weight loss surgery. Maybe one day I want to buy a house, and you know, now I just feel like maybe the universe was having me save it because maybe one day I should leave YouTube. Anyways, okay, the bad news. I have to get up off my bed because it's on the floor. I have to get up off of it and like this maneuver type thing. I might show it in a video because it's a little weird. It's a little cray-cray. And if you hear like smacking and stuff, Twinkie's eating her food literally right next to me. So I think that with the exercises and me using muscles in my calves that I'm not used to, and plus how I get up off the bed, I use my right calf like a lot. I pulled a muscle, and I do know it's a pulled muscle because I've done this before quite a few times in the past, so I do know it's a pulled muscle. So it definitely hurts, but I'm not gonna let it stop me, and I know how to take precautions, and you know, I know what to do for a pulled muscle. It's all pretty simple. So I'm just going to be adding ice to it. There are pulled muscle, like pulled calf muscle exercises that you can do that are just very like low key, and they're mainly just like stretches. So, and I also wanted to talk about the fact that I am becoming absolutely and utterly obsessed with the scale. I weigh myself a couple times a day, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, don't do that, which I understand, but it's actually keeping me on track, you guys. I feel like me stepping on the scale prevents me from binging. Like, I haven't binged in a few days, and every time I step on the scale, I see a loss, even if it's throughout the day, because at this weight, since I am eating less and I'm not binging, I'm gonna be losing weight just gradually, and I know fluctuations happen a lot, and eventually, like, throughout the day, I will be gaining weight, or like weighing myself every single day, I will be gaining weight. But right now, I'm becoming super scale obsessed, and I kind of wanted to document that. I will weigh myself about 2 to 3 times a day, and I know that's not good, but you guys, I want to try anything possible that prevents me from binging.